Welcome to another Khan Academy tutorial. Today we are taking on multiply and divide rational expressions. Let's go ahead and get started. If you've seen the basic one, that one doesn't have any factoring involved. This one's a little bit more nuanced because we have to do some factoring. So Blanca and Prachi were each asked to perform the following operation. Their responses are shown below. Okay, so what I'm guessing we got to do first is do it ourselves so we get an idea of what's going on here. Okay, this is a keep, change, flip. Anytime you divide, you're going to keep the left side. You're going to change this to multiplication. And you are going to flip this fraction. So we're going to keep 6z minus 2 over 6z plus 24. We're going to change this to multiplication. And we're going to flip this guy to z plus 4 over 3. Now what we're going to do here is we don't like it when we have addition or subtraction, especially in the denominator. So we're going to try to factor here. What can we factor? Well, in the top here, whoops, wrong utensil. We can factor out a 2. So we can factor out a 2 in that top. I'm going to rewrite it down here. And what is the result? I get 3z minus 1. Okay, so 2 times 3z gives me 6z. 2 times negative 1 gives me negative 2. In the bottom, I can factor out a 6. And what am I left with in the bottom? I get 3, nope, wrong. I get z plus 4. Okay, now, on the right side, I can't really reduce anything, but I get z plus 4 still. I was using purple over here. I get z plus 4 over 3. Okay. Now I'm looking for things to cancel. I put parentheses around here so you can see that it's the exact same thing. What's the exact same thing? Well, this z plus 4 is going to cancel with that z plus 4. How does that work? Well, let me rewind a second. I can reduce this 2 with this 6 because 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So I can reduce it like that. If it was 6 over 6, I could reduce it completely because what I saw on the top was also in the bottom. Let's go over here, fast forward to z plus 4. I can cancel that z plus 4 in the top with this z plus 4 in the bottom. Cross canceling, however you want to call it. Now, let me rewrite the expression. I have 3z minus 1 in the top, and now I have 3 times 3. The z plus 4 disappeared. I'm left with 3z minus 1 over 9. Okay, so we're going to take a look at both these responses and see if they came up with something close to ours. Doesn't look like they're even close. Are either of these students correct? No, neither student is correct. They didn't come close. Correct. Next question. Which values of k make the resulting expression undefined? And we have to divide the following rational expressions and simplify the result. This one's going to be a nice one in terms of lots of good math going on, but it is going to be a little bit of a doozy. First thing I would keep in mind is we're going to keep, change, flip. I'm going to keep this first expression over here, 3k squared minus 12k minus 36 over 4k to the 5th minus 16k to the 3rd. I'm going to change it to multiplication. I wish I had more room. And I'm going to flip this guy. So the guy that I'm going to flip is this one. So it's going to become 9k to the 4th minus 18k cubed over 4k minus 24. Okay, a lot going on here. We're going to start with the green, and we're going to try to factor out with the green. In the top with the green, we see right away that all the coefficients have a factor of 3. So we're going to factor out that 3, and we're going to be left with k squared minus 4k minus 9. In the bottom, what can we factor out? Well, we can factor out a 4k to the 3rd power. 4k to the 3rd power. What are we left with? We're going to be left with k squared minus, what is that? 4. Ooh, this is a great problem. Now, I'm just going to keep factoring further because I want to get it down into its most simple components. In the top, we can factor the top further. We have 3, and we're going to put it into 2 binomials here, 2 parentheses. And we're going to put our factors for the k squared here and here. Next, we're going to put our factors for the negative 9 here and here, and they need to add up to a negative 4. So I'm thinking here, 9 and 1, no. 3 and 3, no. Those are my only factors, negative 9 and 1 and 3 and 3. So I don't think this can be factored further. Let me just double check I did this correctly. 9 divided by, I messed up. No one caught me. Unbelievable. 36 divided by 3 is 12. That makes it better. So I'm looking for my factors of negative 12 that add up to negative 4. That's going to be positive negative 6 and positive 2. So now I factored the top part, done with the top part, getting closer. Bottom part, 4k cubed stays the same. K squared minus 4 is difference of squares. So we can rewrite this. Okay, we're going to put the square root of this first one here. That's k and k. We're going to put the square root of the second one there and there. That's 2 and 2. And we're going to make one positive and one negative. Okay, I'm not going to cancel yet. I need to rewrite the whole thing first. And then I'm going to look for, because we need to find values that make it undefined. So we need to look for anything in the denominator that will make any value for k that will make the denominator go to 0. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. The first step, of course, is just reducing. So over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to see what I can factor out in the top. In the top, I can factor out a 9k to the third power. And what am I left with? I'm left with k minus, what is that, 2? K minus 2. In the bottom, I can factor out a 4, and that's it. What am I left with? K minus 6. So that's my simplified version. I'm not going to cancel anything yet. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to write the two expressions right next to each other. 3k plus 2, k minus 6, times the top. I'm just going to go ahead and put the top there too. 9k cubed times k minus 2 over 4k cubed times k plus 2. This is a long problem. K minus 2 times, 4 times k minus 6. So I have a lot going on here, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to answer this question. Which values of k make the resulting expression undefined? So we're looking here. That k, there's a k there. There's a k there in that parenthesis. There's a k there in that parenthesis. And there's a k there in that parenthesis. What will make those go to 0? Well, it will, dang it, wrong pencil. We can say 4k cubed equals 0. It's going to be k equals 0. K plus 2 equals 0. K equals negative 2. K equals positive 2. And k equals positive 6. Those are all the values that will make it undefined. 0, negative 2, positive 2, 6. Positive 2, negative 2, 6, and 0. Those values, there are lots of values, will make that go undefined. Now, we're going to simplify it because that was the first question. We're going to simplify it and put it here. And we're going to cancel as many things as possible. We're going to cancel, let's cancel in green. K plus 2, cancel with the k plus 2. K minus 2, cancel with the k minus 2. K minus 6, cancel with that k minus 6. And then this k cubed, cancel with that k cubed. And I think that's it. What are we left with? We are left with 9 times 3 in the top, 27. Over 4 times 4 in the bottom, 16. So 27 over 16 is our final result for that. 27 over 16, and let's check it. All right, next question. Really long one, but great problem. Okay, I think we're just going to do one more, just because we're short on time, and I don't want to bore you guys with this. I'm going to factor right away. Okay, notice how it's multiplication, so I don't have to keep, change, flip. I'm going to factor right away. And I'm going to get 3y in the top for this first one. I'm going to do this one and then this one in blue. Okay, just so you guys are following me. So I get 3y. And what am I left with? I'm left with y squared minus 9. In the bottom, I can factor this into binomials, two binomials, product of two binomials right away. y, factors of y squared. Factors of positive 18 that add up to negative 9. Okay, so I know they're both going to be negative. And I think it's going to be 6 and 3. 6, 3. Okay, I can reduce that further, but I'm going to go over here into the blue. I'm going to leave 8y squared. He's not doing anything wrong. Here I'm going to factor out a 3, and I'm left with y squared minus 2y minus 15. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to reduce the first one a little bit more because we have difference of squares right here. We have difference of squares, so I'm going to write difference of squares, y plus 3, y minus 3. Keep the y minus 3 in the bottom, y minus 6 in the bottom. We're going to use that to see what's undefined. Times 8y squared, he's not doing anything wrong. 3 times, we're going to put this in factor binomials. We're going to put our factors of the first term here, y, factors of negative 15 that add up to negative 2. That's going to be negative 5 and positive 3. So now we can answer the question, what values of y make it go to 0? And that would be positive 3, positive 6. I'm going in this order. Positive 3, positive 6 will make those parentheses go to 0, positive 5, and then negative 3. So negative 3, positive 5, was it positive 6 or negative 6? Positive 6, okay. So it's only a negative 3, the rest, okay. Now we're going to write the simplified form, so we need to finish this problem. We're going to cancel here. We have a y minus 3, cancel with that y minus 3. Y plus 3 cancels with that y plus 3. We're going to multiply in the top now. So we have 24, 8 times 3 is 24, y cubed, over, now we have 3 times y minus 6, y minus 5. And you could probably multiply that out if you wanted to, but I just think it's easier to write like that. Okay, let's write our answer. Fraction, 24y third power over 3 parentheses, what is it, y minus 6, and then y minus 5. Oops, let me get rid of one of these. Y minus 6, parentheses, y minus 5. And let's check our answer. Something's wrong. I must have reduced something incorrectly. Let's just take a look here. Did I miss anything? I can reduce it by 3. How ridiculous of me. You can cancel this 24 with the 3. I missed canceling this 3. So you really got to take your time with these. So we have 8y cubed, and then we're going to get rid of that 3 in the bottom. 8y cubed. Just one little mistake. Here we go. Check it out. There we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you can see from my mistake, you got to really take your time. Make sure you reduced everything. This is tough. You're going to really have to take your time. Set aside like at least 15 to 20 minutes for this Khan Academy. Hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to seeing you next time on the channel.